What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome to episode 16. I can't do that. 16. So it's been a lot of weeks. It's been like 5 months since I made the first one. These are damn near 5 months at least because I've missed a couple of weeks. So like I said, I appreciate all the support. This is something I just decided to do. I'll get my drugs out. I ignore that. Something I decided to do while I was just sitting around bored in my room. I had some free time and something I enjoy doing, being able to chat and so on. But here we are, 16 episodes later. I don't know why people show up for these, but I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun to do. It gives me something to talk about. So we're gonna rock it. What are we talking about today? Oh, the power was out. That's like concern number one. I want to say it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we fixed it like Thursday. So like 2 days basically with no, a little while with no power, and then like 2 days with no internet. So that was no Twitter, no Instagram, no Facebook, no Snapchat, no iRacing, no world, basically, which is, it wasn't bad, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my god, I need my technology, I'm gonna die. But, it was just tough not being able to catch up what was going on or, really communicate with anybody for the most part. So that was weird for 2 days. Spent a lot of time with my dog, sitting on the couch outside, etc. Yeah, so that was fun. Oh, and before I go any further, congrats to the Warriors, 2-time champions in a row. Well, back-to-back champion, third in the last 4 years. Swept the Cavaliers, so that was fantastic last night. Excellent game from Steph. Kevin Durant was the MVP, but I really thought 30 should have won it. 37 points in the closeout game, and it's because of Game 3 when he only had 11, but at the same time, Steph did so many other things as far as, spreading a defense and, always being a threat of scoring the basketball. He could miss, I think it was like, I want to say like 3 of like 17 or something like that, ridiculous. Before that 3, it was like a minute or 2 minutes to go or whatever, which, obviously made a great move on. I think it was Kevin Love that went by him and hit the 3 that put him up by 4 at the time. So, he does other things besides that, but Kevin Durant's definitely still worthy of it with the triple-double last night, so that was awesome. And before everybody gets on the bandwagon, not a bandwagon Warriors fan, I've been a Klay Thompson fan, specifically since his days at Washington State, and, from the whole getting drafted by them in 2011 and progressing to, starting shooting guard, and when he grew the beard and, became notable. And obviously some of the, things that are memorable about him as a player are the 37-point quarter in January of 2015 against Sacramento. The stat books is 37 points in a quarter, which is 12 minutes, but I think if I remember correctly, there was 9 minutes to go when he hit the first one. So it was 37 points in 9 minutes, which is 4 points a minute, which is just stupid insane. I think he ended up shooting 13 of 13 from the field in the quarter with 6 free throws, something like that, 5 threes, 6 threes, something like that. Yeah, and obviously the 60-point game, I think it was last year, must have been last year. Last year against the Pelicans, I want to say. 60 points in 3 quarters, he had 40 at the half and 20 in the third, or however they ended up playing out. But I think he dribbled, I read somewhere, he dribbled 12 times for 60 points, which is just, it's stupid, but that's what he does, so. Huge Klay Thompson fan. I was wearing my Steph jersey last night because yellow looked good. And it was on my Snapchat story. It was on Instagram, I think. But, yeah, but, Klay Thompson is my main man. But so congrats to them. As far as basketball from my own side of things, thanks, Joel, for coming out the other day. We hung out and went to Anduzzi's. Chilled out there for a little while. Shot a lot of hoops. Shot with Ryan for a little bit. We played some 2-on-2. Him and Alexis against Ryan and I. And, at the end of the night, me being me, of course, I tweaked my knee or something like that, and so, just been giving it rest, not shooting very much, taking it a little easy on the ibuprofen, and hopefully be back, rock and roll, early this coming week, Monday, Tuesday, something like that. Hopefully it'll be, a lot, it wasn't too much swelling or anything like that, so I think it was just a tweak, like it normally is, but, so that kind of sucked for whatever day that was, Thursday, must have been Thursday, I don't remember, whatever day it was, Thursday it must have been. So yeah, tweaked it a little bit, but it was great to see them, of course. Appreciate both of them coming to say hi and hang out for a while. That was great. What else has been going on? I was going to talk about something else. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I want to say it was Reba McEntire, but that's something I had to tell my dad about. I don't remember what else I was going to talk about. Rats, what's going on? I don't remember what the hell's going on. I'm going to sit here for a little while. So there's going to be this awkward part of the video where I'm just staring into space, trying to figure out what the heck I was going to talk about. We talked about the word, trombone. That was the other thing we were going to talk about, music. Because I've seen a lot of people, not just from Kimberly, but Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't doing the whole, band thing. And I mean, I've been playing trombone for 10 years now, since 5th grade, and I'll be going to my junior year of college. So, I mean, 10 years. And, it's not like my favorite thing or anything like that, but I love playing trombone. I love playing in band. I love marching band. I love, concert band to a lesser extent, but I love playing it. It's something I enjoy doing, something I think I'm fairly good at. I mean, like people like Mr. Gall and some of the other people that I play band with seem to think I'm like really good. And I mean, like I try to be as good as I can be, of course. I mean, I went to state solo ensemble my junior year and my senior year of high school, of course. But I mean, in terms of, it's not something I put massive amounts of time into. I'm not Justin Kuhn or anything like that. Those of you that know Justin Kuhn know exactly what I'm talking about. I love that guy. He's like my favorite. But anyway, so I mean, like, it's something I've seen that people aren't interested in anymore. And like Ryan himself, he's quitting band. He's not going to play trumpet anymore, which, it's his choice. I mean, I think it's the wrong choice. It's a good thing. It's a class that you don't have homework in. It's a extracurricular activity, put on a resume, whatever. And it's fun. I enjoyed it. But I mean, I think it's kind of died down recently, the past maybe 2 or 3 years, unfortunately. And it's less, less crazy. I have all sorts of band memories that I can tell. My favorite band memory, I'll tell this one quick. So, my senior year of high school, on the Make-A-Wish trip I took for cystic fibrosis, obviously, wearing the shirt, coincidentally. My senior year of high school, so we were going to Florida to see the NASCAR Cup Series race at Homestead, the last race of the season, meet Matt Kenseth, do the whole spiel. And we were going to be there, I want to say like a week and a half or a week or something. It was like 8 days or whatever, plus like a travel day or whatever. So it doesn't matter. So we were there like from a Sunday to like a Monday or something like that, or a Tuesday. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, so like that day, like the day we got back, or the day after we got back maybe, was the Christmas parade. So this was in November. This was like mid-November when this was. And so obviously in Wisconsin, you can't have the Christmas parade anywhere near Christmas because it would be like -40 and 2 feet of snow, and it would be miserable, right? And sometimes we have that anyways. I think it was my junior year. Jake Vangrens and we were taking the corner to like go on the like Main Street and do the parade route part, and he like slipped on some ice and fell, and he had to like get his suit dry cleaned. It was kind of funny. Funnier that he was like okay, it wasn't funny that he fell. It was funny that it was okay. The whole scenario. But anyways, so like my senior year of high school, we were doing the thing, and I had to like play. What was it? It was God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, which is like my favorite. It's not really a Christmassy song, but this was like a pep band iteration version, whatever. I think Mr. Gall might have composed it. Doesn't matter. And I didn't bring my trombone with me. Obviously, I'm on a Make-A-Wish trip because we were going to Florida, and we were going to do the whole, stay in Florida for a while, see stuff, visit places, and, do all sorts of stuff like that for my Make-A-Wish trip. So it was a big week. And, during your in-school lesson for band, the week before the Christmas parade you had to, like, play it from memory, because in the parade, you didn't march with the music in front of you, you just marched, and you played that song, marched while you were playing it, put your trombone or whatever instrument down, march a little bit, start over, play it again, for like 4 miles or whatever. And so that was the parade. We only had one song that year. And so God Rest You was the song. And I had to memorize it, but that was on my Make-A-Wish trip. And so I memorized it. We went to the Friday night truck race and got the garage tour and stuff. And I decided not to go to the Saturday race because I wasn't feeling great and I wanted to be 100% for Sunday. And so anyway, so like that week that we were in Florida, I brought my music with me. I didn't bring the trombone, obviously. I brought my music and like hummed out how I thought it should have gone. And, like listened to videos of it on YouTube and so on, and like asked other people about it. And so I thought I had this figured out. So my first time playing this song, like at all, not like with the music, without, I played it in front of Mr. Gall for my lesson that was Make Up the day of the Christmas parade. And that was my first time ever playing God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, was memorizing it in front of Mr. Gall, the first time I'd ever played it. So I'm sitting here freaking the hell out, right? Like, this is like 6 hours before the parade, it's in like the middle of the day, whatever. Like lunchtime, whenever I made up this lesson, right? Because I'd been gone the previous week when they'd done it all. And so like I can't stress this enough. Literally, my first time playing God Rest You Merry Gentlemen on my trombone was without the music from memory that I hummed like maybe 25 times, and that was my experience. Well, Mr. Gall standing there about to grade me and critique me on whether or not I'm good enough to be in the actual parade. Okay? And now this is my senior year, so I'm first chair. All right? So, like, I'm in the front. Like, I'm in the front row of the parade, right? And so it's me and Derek and Justin Kuhn, basically. They're the 3 best trombones at this point in my senior year. And so, like, it's us 3 that are kind of, the middle and the corners, making sure that the line stays good and the parade's a success, basically, so that people aren't tripping and crashing and unevenly spaced and so on. Doesn't matter. Whole big deal. So like, literally, like I said, my first time playing the song is in front of Mr. Gall, and I'm freaking out because he takes my music, you know, he's going through, I'm playing through. It's like, look pretty good to me, 10 out of 10. I'm like, come on, fam, like you're joking, right? Like that wasn't perfect. Like, you sure? But yeah, I mean, it was solid. So got 10 out of 10. That lesson, I think that was probably just about my only 10 out of 10 for the whole year. Rip. So yeah, I mean, if you ever need to memorize a song for band or whatever, I mean, obviously just humming it and looking at the music for a couple days and then playing it once out of memory is the way to go. I mean, proven 100% success rate. Yeah, so that's the dealio spielio. It's like 2:15 right now. So we're going to go to Ryan's basketball games. I want to say they're in Oshkosh. Oshkosh. They're in Oshkosh. Excuse me, I got like the hiccups or something because I like just took a shower and it was, you know, hot in there, and now it's cold in here in the basement. So anyway, so I'll bounce here. I appreciate, like I said, everything that you guys do for these videos every week. I know, you know, sometimes we get like 60 views or 50 views. Sometimes we get like 6 if I'm really boring, or it's like everybody's up north or whatever. Doesn't really matter that much. I appreciate it nonetheless. I appreciate everybody that watches these and supports these. Of course, you know, Joel and Alexis, Bales and M. You know, my family, my brother for, you know, making the occasional appearance, and everybody else who supports these things. They mean the world to me, for no good reason, of course, but, you know, something I enjoy doing, so I appreciate it very, very much. And next week is 17, I guess, so we'll have to think of something else to do for next week. But till next time, bye.